Hear me. I'm trying something new tonight. Hello out there. Y'all ready to hang out? Oh, I got to turn the light on so y'all can see me. We're getting there. You know what? I literally walked in the door 3 minutes ago. Hope you've all had a great day. We're here. We're getting all kinds of stuff going on. And I'm trying a new little project. And so I don't live comments. Let me see if I can see the comments. Where are they at? I don't know. I can't see any comments. Okay. I'm just going to do it. Is anybody on Facebook? Can you see me? Let's see if I see it. I am there on Facebook. Okay, we're going back to TikTok. All right. Here's the deal. I've been working all day. Let me get the more lights on. Just didn't have enough light on this side of my face. So, didn't have much time to get going. So I'm just going to have leftovers. You remember all that food that was left over from that visit that I had at Puckett's? Well, why don't we just have this tonight? I'm going to throw it. Hello, Texas. I'm going to throw it in my air fryer. Just walked in the door. This is why sometimes when I say I'm not going to make it, I literally can't make it. I was busy until 6 o'clock. Rolled on home as fast as I could. I did stop at Food City, so if you saw me at Food City and you said, I know where Kyle was headed, you know where I went. So, I'm just going to throw it together. By the way, check this out. That was last night's dinner. I made some pan-seared kebabs with chicken and peppers, onions, all kinds of good stuff. And I gotta find me a vegetable. What, oh what do I want? Kind of vegetable. That's good enough. How about some squash with my dang onions? Does that sound good enough for you all? Just double tap that screen on TikTok and hit those hearts and likes over there on Facebook. And this is what we're having tonight. Nothing fancy, nothing special. It'll probably fit in that pan right there. Alright, so that worked. I got it on pot scrub and it worked that time. We're not having kebabs tonight. That's okay. We're just gonna hang out and keep it simple. I may go sit outside before all is said and done. Seems like that doesn't go with that very well. All that stuff. Tomatoes and okra. Northern beans, carrots. I thought I had some barbecue beans up here. Nope. That's it. That's what it's gonna be. That's okay. Of course, if I had my way, I'd have some out there so I could make them myself. But this is what we're doing with tonight. I think I'll put it. It's hot in this house. I don't know why it's so hot in here today. They probably already buttered these things. Well, that's enough for me. It'll be okay. That'll be enough for me. Ooh, the partial eye. I'll throw a little bit of butter in there. There we go. We're gonna have dinner here in just a little while. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all let me know how you're doing tonight. We're gonna smile, we're gonna have fun. This is for the birds. It's all gotten old on us. Let me tell y'all what I did today though. I was so excited. I took all of that old, that didn't clean that very well, did it? I took all of that old, the old grits, and I put them in a to-go container, and I put the tomatoes over it like I had for that breakfast show that morning, and then I warmed it in the microwave today. And I'm gonna tell you one thing right here, right now. That was some good stuff. It was like I cooked that for breakfast myself today. So it was good. It was really, really good. I'm so excited that turned out. So I'm going to make it, now that I know how to do it, we're going to make a cooking video. I've got to find the individual bowls that are going to do right. And I'm going to have breakfast. And I'm going to have breakfast ready for us. I'm going to have the sausage and eggs. And then I'm going to have the grits. And those of you who don't like grits, you know what we're having? We'll make some potatoes. And we're going to freeze them. And then you're going to take them out every day. And you're going to have a cheaper way to make your morning breakfast go well. So that's what we're going to work. That's what I'm working on right now to help you all out. I don't know how that cornbread's going to be. But we're going to put all the rest of this stuff in that air fryer over there. So what I'm going to do, I've got a chicken breast, I've got a sausage, I've got turkey, and I've got the pulled pork and the pulled brisket. So there we go. I think that I'm going to spray this with canola oil. Where'd that thing go? Alrighty. Got all the heat out, ain't I? Kyle, you got to move fast, son. Alright, we'll just stick that in there like that, that like that, and that like that. I will stick that in there and see if it does anything. That was the jalapeno cornbread. And just stick it in, we'll see. It may not do anything. Alright, so we're just going to warm it up. That would be good to take breakfast in one day. I wish I had a different thing going on with it there. But it doesn't, so we're just going to hang out like we are and eat it like it is. I might put hot sauce on it. Alright, so while that's going, that's heating up. I've got my water right here. Today in Sevier County, we had this wonderful event called Stars of the Industry. Now, during this, you get the top hospitality leaders in Sevier County. Now, that is the industry. There really is, there's a couple of plants and different things like that, but the industry is hospitality. And even in some form or fashion, the other businesses support hospitality. From the resorts, the hotels, to Dollywood, all of the above. It all is one cohesive package where everybody's doing together for the hospitality industry, because everything supports everything else. Even down to the hospital. The hospital supports hospitality. Hospitality supports the hospital. So it's those people who have basically they represented their business as well. They were the epitome of hospitality for the past year. And so we had the hotel manager of the year, the attraction manager of the year, that frontline worker that has done above and beyond work over the past year, making guests feel more welcome. So those people were awarded today, and it's so neat to see these folks come get these awards. They know they've been invited to this thing, right? But they don't know why they're there. And in some cases, they may have just been told you need to show up because their manager or their boss is getting the award, or maybe the boss has been told that and they don't even know that the manager is getting the employee is getting the award. They were just told by someone on their marketing staff, you need to go to this, make the arrangements happen, no ifs, ands, or buts. Some didn't show up, so I'm like, well, I hope they get their award, you know. Hope they got the message, and if they didn't go, that was their own thing. I'm working on getting a group picture so I can share and give everyone some recognition and some love here over the next little while. We're here today, and so that's how I spent my afternoon. Beforehand, because I wasn't there to help Spencer with the afternoon shift, he had to do 4 through the 11 tonight. So I got all of the, I'm gonna call it the busy work done for him. I got all of the radio cuts, I worked on some web stories, and got different things going that he didn't have to work on later on. And then tomorrow I'm there by myself, so we're just gonna trade it off, if you will. It was hot today. It was only supposed to be in the 80s, which I think that's where we were. But it just got hot. I didn't even have time to change. I just rolled home, said I got to get on and talk to my friends. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're making those leftovers because I don't have time to do anything else. I didn't have time to even think about what I was going to do. But this is going to be good. I'm going to get some different sauces and things. Well, I'll use that big plate right there. That big plate right there. I have to admit, it was a little nerve-wracking for me. I did not get the script until I walked in the door today. And I'm like, what if there's a name that I don't know? I've got to think about it. I've got to study it. So I'm worried about the names of who I'm going to talk about. Worried about reading the script. You know, you think some of the most easiest words, like epitome, right? But then you see it printed out in a sentence and you're like, what is that word? And you're thinking on the fly. And so you're like, man, I'm not doing this right. What's wrong with me? So, hey, Kim Bradley. It happens from time to time, you know. Sometimes we forget things and we read things wrong. And just, I want the people, because they are coming for their award and this is their moment, their moment to shine. I just want it to be perfect for them, and I don't want it to be me who said something wrong, like mispronounced their name or their business or whatever it may be, that's just made it bad. I know they may not know, they may not care, but to me, I don't want to be the reason for it. So, hi Sugar Bear, thanks for popping in. Thank you, Kim Bradley. That gift is always appreciated. If you hit the heart button, I'd love it. And also hitting that share button also helps us get more people to come in and talk. If you're just now joining us, 7:14, and I raced to get here, literally. I stopped at Food City to pick up some things. That's what I can do while I'm sitting here. And I've got the leftover stuff. That right there's going in the freezer. That's Wampler's Reduced Fat. For those of you watching your weight, it was on sale. Hello, Robin from North Carolina. It was on sale for $3.49. It saved $1.50. I found chicken breast, and it's good until the 29th. I mean, that's good. And I can take that and eat that as a snack at lunch and try to save the carbs. And I got this just because I've been on this caramel kick. So I bought the Food City hazelnut. I need to go out there and check on my cat. All right, so I got that. You know I found the sales rack. is going to be good. I'm going to make this tomorrow night because I can put it in. This is a cab, whatever that means, round rump roast, boneless. I hope it's not tough, but I can see it looks like maybe it has some portobello mushrooms and some broccoli and carrots, and I can make that for dinner and have enough left for lunch the next day. And then this is totally for breakfast in the morning. I got me some Adale shrimp and grits. Now, they're not as good as my grits that I took this morning, but I don't have time to make shrimp tonight to go on my grits. I guess I could make a pot of grits, but that's not what we're having. So tonight I'm making leftovers. You don't have the memo over there. I'm working on getting it where it's on the screen for you, where you can see it more from time to time. But tonight we're just doing some leftovers on this episode of Cooking with Kyle. And so that's going in the freezer. That is too. And that right there is going in the bottom, and I'm cooking it tomorrow. Well, there we go. There we go. There we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. Hello, Jay. Thank you for that gift. We're going to be here tonight, hanging out, having fun. I smell it, so I wonder if it's already ready to be taken up here. So that's going with me in the morning. That will too, but it's got to go in the fridge for the night. Let me just pop my hand in there and see what's going on. That's good. That's going to be good. This is going to be good too. I think I want that in a bowl. This is fast, y'all. It's good when you already got stuff cooked. You can have your leftovers. I've got some hot sauces up here. Hawaiian. The original. That pickle one sounds good. I'll use some of these hot sauces. Cooler for the rest of the year. That's the question that's popped in. I don't know about cooler for the rest of the year. But we've got some cooler times ahead. At least next week. There was a lot of seeds in that squash right there. So that was easy enough. That was just boiling some squash. We're at least going to be cooler next week. I don't know if it lasts for the whole time. Red potatoes, green beans, smoked sausage. Oh, that's going to be good. I got smoked sausage too. All my stuff's down here. Here we go. All right. I don't think that worked out very well for that. That looks like it got hard. Oh, it's hot. It is hot though. Woo! That didn't work out very well for me. And just get a fork and scrape that off. All right. There's my leftover barbecue plate. I don't even have to go buy dinner tonight. And we're done at 7:20. We're going to do this every night, ain't we? I like to eat at home every now and again. All right. We've made a few things, so thank you for that follow there. We're going to be hanging out spending some time together. So I wanted to try it for you all, just so we could see how it heated up. That right there's the pepper. It ain't gonna have not much in it. It ain't gonna have. That's some good English, ain't it? Oh, and then when I was doing that thing today, you're like, man, did I just say that wrong? Was that real? Was that proper English? Sometimes it just comes out wrong. And then there's this guy that I work with in the Dollywood realm of things, and I didn't know this. So one of my, I can't tell this on here. I cannot tell that on there. Anyway, he's a great guy, and he worked at the same station that I worked at in Myrtle Beach, and we had a little discussion about that, and I learned some things today, which was neat to learn. So, neat to hang out with. Okay, this side's okay. All right, so I believe this is the pork. Boy, that's juicy. Okay, that got a little tough on the outside. But it's hot. I can't eat it like that. Okay, that got a little tough on the outside. But you know, sausage will do that anyway. And then we've got our chicken. That skin is still good. I could tell I spritzed it with that stuff. So there we go. I think we're gonna cut it short at 7:30. Let me get some more water. No reason to hang out. Other than if y'all wanna listen to something. Here's that. Of course, it was a can. Margaret Holmes, I think. That's always good. Squash and Vidalia onions. Do I? Nope. Remy, the answer to your question is nope, not tonight. Or any night. Well, that did better than I thought. I'm really amazed at the cornbread. It has a little crunch on it, but that's okay. That sounds like a good idea, Joey. 7:25. If I'd have thought better, but I didn't have time. I didn't have anything that I could cook for y'all. All right, we're gonna try the hot sauce. Frank's Hawaiian. Put it on that chicken right there. There's a little sweet something in there. Norway. I hope you're doing well. Share my live. You need to visit Tennessee. It is a very nice place. So this person's from Norway, y'all. Yes, Tennessee is great. Music is everywhere. I think everyone has the dream of being some kind of musician. So if you've never been, Nashville's nice, but I'm over on the eastern half of the state, over near Knoxville, Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. So it's the Great Smoky Mountains, and we have all kinds of cool stuff over here. Your eyes just light up when you go down the parkway. Southwest Airlines, which may not mean nothing to you in Norway, just announced service to Knoxville. And the people who were out recruiting Southwest Airlines said they drove them to Pigeon Forge and drove them down the parkway, and their eyes went like this, going, we didn't know this was here. They're going to start bringing people to visit now. You have to see it to believe it. And you'll get the music. You'll get all the Appalachian stuff. There's a lot to see and do. Brown sugar bourbon. What this one is. I know what happened. I bought a package of hot sauces trying them out. So, that's it. Guess I could have made me a barbecue sandwich. Yeah, I can taste that bourbon in that. Not my thing, really. That sausage is still hot, y'all. Maybe it even has a spice to it. I'm not into the bourbon. But I don't like bourbon either to drink. So maybe that's part of that. Yeah. We'll leave that part to go. See how this wing does. Detroit, how's your weather? It's hot down south. Hello, top match. Having my leftover barbecue tonight. There's probably still enough here for another meal. But I'm not heating it up again. When I'm done tonight, I'm done. I think I could have just opened this can of squash. Hello, Drew Hornback. It changed a lot, ma'am. It's hard to say, but me and Rick Russo, Christy, and Chris Frankenberg are about the only people left. There's only about 5 of us from way back in the day. All right, that's it. 7:30. I'm putting on music on TikTok. Come join me on TikTok, and I'm saying good night, my friends. Thank you for watching right here on Cooking with Kyle. That's what we're calling it.